salon side by side can have very different price for a haircut. Somebody may charge 250 and somebody may charge 1000.
Yeah, you're not selling the product now in this century, 21st century. You're not selling a product. You're actually selling an experience in the market. Talking about your building, you're working on an amazing project, Bizzo. So, what problem Bizzo is solving, tackling down this current scenario?
Know that you don't have technology. We have the technology, right? We have the capital to build the best technology, the best distribution, and we can create demand for you. We can bring customer for you, right?
Another episode of Modernizing Biz podcast. On this episode, we have Vineet sir with us. Vineet sir, first of all, welcome to Modernizing Biz podcast. I hope you're doing amazing.
Thank you, thank you.
So, sir, since you are before recording out this episode, we are doing a like half an hour chit chat. I just got to know one thing about you. You're very thorough when it comes down to knowledge around the digital space, around the online marketing. So, want to know a little bit more about your journey, for what is your background, from where you started out, and what you're currently doing.
I have over 25 years of experience, operating experience. I've done my BTech and MBA. Had early part of my career with banks like Citibank and Bank of America. Then I decided to make a lateral switch and move to Infosys to build their business in Asia. So from Mumbai, I straight away moved to Hong Kong.
Yeah.
And there I set up the business of Infosys in Hong Kong, Taipei, Singapore, Beijing. And finally, I moved to Shanghai to set up the big development center of Infosys in China. So it was an amazing experience growing an Indian company in a foreign land where you don't understand the rules, regulations, language, nothing, right? From 0 to 2,000 people. So it was a wonderful experience to understand the global markets and everything. Then I came back to India. This time I decided I'll make a switch from IT to something different.
Yeah.
So I built with a co-founder an investment banking business, which allowed me to understand, how businesses operate in India, because we used to invest in businesses, merge them, take them to IPO list and everything. After that, I said, now it's my calling to build a business which is a technology first business, where the business grows on the strength of technology and it
SaaS based product.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it can grow and it can grow globally over a period of time, because I feel the power of India in SaaS is unparalleled.
Yeah.
In the last 20 years, going to the IT revolution since Y2K, we have a breed of people who are exposed to global technology, like an Infosys, TCS, Wipro, and all big companies. They have built successful careers, and some of them have returned to India. So they have a global perspective. So we have the global knowledge pool. We have the best talent pool in the country, which keeps our cost low. And what SaaS businesses look for is a highly scalable solution at the most affordable cost and to solve global problems. So this is where I think India will really, really scale big when it comes to SaaS.
So we touched the point of SaaS based product. If you want to explain to a 5-year-old what SaaS based products are, because it's happening all around the world. A lot of people are not aware about it. Even they are doing any business, they're still doing in a traditional mode, but they're not aware about that we can do it with the help of technology as well.
Yeah.
So how are you going to explain to a 5-year-old about SaaS based product?
Right. So let me demystify SaaS, right? Not to go into the jargon. So technology as such was early, as we know, was always available to big companies, right? If you have the resources, if you have the talent pool, you could invest. And you know that the benefits will come over a period of time when you've invested in technology, right? So the small people, the small businesses, they got left behind, because neither did they have the technology nor did they have the resources, right? So the gap between the big and the small became bigger and bigger,
yeah.
right? So what SaaS does is it brings the cutting edge technology, which was previously accessible to the large corporations, in terms of processes, in terms of technology, payments, digital interactions with the customer, AI driven chatbots, and everything, which a small business could never even dream of till a few years back, right? So with democratization of technology, all this is available at the power of, with the power of an app, a simple app on his phone. So first and foremost, it bridges the gap between the big business and the small business. Now everybody has the access to same technology. And the model in SaaS is actually what drives. SaaS is pay as you go, right? So you only pay for what you use, right? So which is what a small business wants. They don't want to invest big money upfront and wait for the return to come. So that's why SaaS is gaining popularity.
So talking about the small business scenario in country like India, so if we compare to the Western market, so it's a drastically changed. If you look at let's take an example. If you look at Canadian market, like there's a small mobile repair shop are also providing services end to end online. Right. So talking about small business, why you feel so every small business need to be on digital sites? They need to have their virtual presence. Why a small business need to have their virtual presence?
Okay. So India, if you look at the economy, it's practically driven by small medium businesses. That's what India is. Right? What India in the last 10 years has built is amazing. We have the world's cheapest cost of data, right? We have the ubiquitous internet all available. We have the cheapest payment system in the world, UPI. And the fastest real-time payment system in the world, which is UPI, right? So if one were to say the railroads or the highway to drive on a speed of 100, right, is now available, a smooth highway, right? Payments, ubiquitous internet, and cheap data. Right? So now the businesses which are operating, which are smaller businesses, they have to step up and enjoy the perks of digitization. What they did in the last 7-8 years is they kept adapting app after app, right? Okay, WhatsApp. If your business is in travel, tourism, hospitality, you will actually build your profile on Facebook, on Instagram. You will list yourself on Just Dial. You will list yourself on Google My Business, right? And then wait for the customer to come with the query. Then you will pick up the phone, talk to him on WhatsApp and everything, right? So a bit of steps have been taken toward digitization. But now the time has come for the businesses to realize that if they organize themselves on the lines of how big businesses are organized, right? Then first and foremost they will be highly productive, right? They will not have to waste time on mundane things like digitally invoices, payments which are coming directly into your account, bookkeeping goes totally digital, right? You are able to offer the services that you have, the catalog, to your customer digitally, right? So you save a lot of time and interaction, right? Now once you are online, right, the biggest benefit comes to you in the form of branding. Your brand looks premium, it looks accessible to the customer. You can get customers who are not in your area of zone of comfort, right? Now you can get demand from anywhere, right? Next is, because you're digital, you understand your digital traffic. Where are the customers coming from? Who's the customer, right? Where is the traffic coming from?
We have a full track.
Exactly. And then you can build a digital first distribution, right? Right now you build in your zone of comfort, but now that you are digital, you can deal with new parties which was earlier not possible. So it has a direct impact on your revenue, because your more distribution means more revenue. It has a direct impact on your profitability, because you are now going to save commissions which you earlier give otherwise by dealing through few big parties. And it is going to make you more productive, which means more time, right, for you.
So you really answered in a very nice manner. Again, coming down to one simple thing. So we have a lot of advantage. Let's say you list down, you have your presence, you get more revenue, more leads, more presence, branding, trust, marketing, everything. But still, why? Let's take an example. There is 1 lakh shop near our locality. That's in Mumbai, this area. We have 1 lakh shop. You will find only 5 or 10 will have a decent digital presence. So why they are not able to get into that space? But if you compare to the Western markets, again, they are almost, if there's 1 lakh shop, there will be there's hundreds of shop. Let's say there'll be almost 80, 90 businesses who have very good presence online. So why, even after knowing all these upsides of the technology, why again we are not able to make that big shift?
So let's divide the business into two parts. One is the shops which sell goods,
Yeah.
and the other is services.
Services.
Right? So it's more challenging for the shops that sell the goods because they have a counter, right, at the shop, and the customers are continuously coming at the counter, and business is happening. While you have something digital also, the digital orders are also driving. The inventory goes in a mismatch, right?
Yeah.
How much you have at the back end, right? So it becomes difficult to match both, and with the speed that you operate the counter. But when it comes to services, right, it's a different ball game altogether. In services, you don't deal in SKU or inventory.
Yeah.
You deal in basically time. Right?
Okay.
In services, you're essentially selling time. Time for a salon means a 1 hour slot. For a taxi company, it may mean 8 hour, 80 kilometer, 1 day slot. For a hotel or a villa, it may mean 1 night.
Yeah.
Right. So, but essentially, these are all units of time. So, when you are in a services business, your whole aim is to optimize that every unit of the time available, because you have only limited time and limited inventory, and it is a perishable inventory.
Yeah.
Right. If you don't, if a salon does not service somebody for half a day, that half a day worth of business is gone. It will never come back. Right. And you need to be dynamic about your price, because services always face a problem of peak demand. So a salon will always have rising customer base on Friday afternoon to Sunday evening. Then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, he'll be sitting idle, right? So in order to manage your demand, you need to be managing your business digitally, so that you engage with your customers digitally and tell them that, look, for the same service, I may have a 30% cheaper price from Monday to Friday, and my price will increase 30% on Saturday, Sunday. Right?
Okay.
So that way you'll be able to distribute your demand much better,
Yeah.
and which means more occupancy or more customers, coming in the lean time and everything, which means obviously better business. So inherently, services businesses are more suitable to direct digitization compared to the businesses which are selling goods, definitely. Now, when services are there, then they need to think that how can I build a direct digital identity. It may also mean a differential positioning for them. Two salons side by side can have very different price for a haircut. Somebody may charge 250 and somebody may charge 1000.
Yeah.
It's just because how he's creating the experience for his customer.
Right.
That you're ready to pay 1000 versus the next door guy who's ready to do it for 250 rupees, right? So in services, you have to create a differentiated experience for your customer.
So I would say I read it somewhere. I was reading something around marketing. So I read it that you're not selling the product now in this century, 21st century. You're not selling a product. You're actually selling an experience in the market.
Absolutely.
Right. So talking about you're working on an amazing project, Bizzo. So what problem Bizzo is solving, tackling down this current scenario that we touched on? Let's take an example of service industries. This is a very big bottleneck in the market that, again, they are also not able to position themselves in a better manner in this digital world. So what problem you are solving through Bizzo, and what impact it's going to be?
Yeah. So let's take services, and within which travel, tourism, hospitality, all these kind of mobility kind of services. So if you look at the last 10 years, what happened is there were crores of businesses, right, operating in this. Some of them are registered as businesses, but most of them are not registered actually as a business. But nevertheless, they are doing a good business, right, in their personal name. So the big aggregators, the Make My Trip or the Oyo or Uber, they could see that there are crores of small businesses, small taxi companies, small hotels, small tour operators and everyone, which are unorganized. They don't have access to technology. So they approached them with a very simple offering. They said, we know that you don't have technology. We have the technology, right? We have the capital to build the best technology, the best distribution, and we can create demand for you. We can bring customer for you, right? Now this sounded music to the ears of a small business, right?
Agree.
If you tell a business customer आपके घर चल के आएगा,
They're like more than happy.
right? Happy. So they told them, you just sit back and just do the service. We will do everything. Everybody took the bait कि क्या जा रहा है यार, इसमें problem ही नहीं है. But over a period of time, they realized the equation changed. So there was something to lose. They realized that the brand that they had was completely, gone, and the aggregator's brand became the supreme brand. Nobody ever remembered which small hotel he stayed in. He actually remembered that he stayed in a Oyo hotel. Right?
Yeah.
So because the original hotel board was removed and it was
And then
good
good.
hotel, right?
Okay.
Nobody remembered that Lucky Taxi gave you the taxi to go from Mumbai to Pune. We remembered Ola or Uber taxi, right? But Ola or Uber don't own any taxi. So they lost their brand identity completely. Number two, they lost the pricing power also. Earlier they thought, we are getting our business at our price. You are bringing me business. Why do I care? Bring it on.
Yeah.
Slowly they realized the big guy got so bigger that he says, this is the price, take it my way or the highway. Right?
Yeah.
So you lost the pricing power.
Yeah.
Also. Then there was commissions. Earlier the commissions were 4-5%. You said fine, he's bringing the customer 5% commission. क्या फर्क पड़ता है? Slowly the commission started rising to 30, 35, 40%.
Yeah, that's what we've seen with Zomato as well, I would say.
Exactly. So now the small businesses in services, they realize if you take 30 to 40% of my top line, practically I am doing business for you only because I have almost nothing left to reinvest in the business or take home, right, as a profit. I have a lot of turnover but very less profit. And the biggest issue that came was, who does the customer belong to? Right? The business thought customer mera hai. But over a time they realized the customer aapka nahi hai. Customer belongs to the technology aggregator.
Yeah.
Because he has that sophistication to deal with the customer and drive him whichever way he wants, right?
Agree.
Whichever direction.
Agree.
So that's where the small businesses now are waking up and they are saying that gone are the days that we don't want to remain a supplier because you are not building business by becoming a supplier to some big aggregator. You are becoming a supplier. If you want to build a business, you need to connect directly with your customer.
Agree.
And the customer should vouch for your service. He should refer you to other people as a word of mouth, and other people should loyally come to you as a repeat customer.
Okay, so even we have seen this scenario. Let's take an example. Earlier, you are having an OYO. You're listed in this particular area on top. The listing was also dropped. Right. So again, let's take an example. We can take an example of a travel tourism industry. So if a travel agent or a company based out of, let's say, Mumbai, Bandra location, so they wanted to have their retail presence. So starting it from scratch will cost a tons of money. They don't have that much market knowledge. They don't know the market rate. They are not technologically friendly. Let's say I want to start I want to create my own business. I'll either go to a agency, hire a freelancer. Easily bare minimum it will cost minimum of 20k. So again it will barely, they need to spend a huge money. So what option they left to start it with scratch at a minimum amount of value so that they can start their online presence, because that was the clickbait and that was the bait that is provided by the marketplaces. Oyo ne bola, I'll provide it for free. But how they are going to cope up with this?
So yes, so you're right. What the aggregator solved was two problems. One is they solved for discoverability. That we will make your business discoverable.
Yeah.
Because you'll come onto our platform and you will become digitally discoverable, right? And number two, don't worry about payments, everything. We will solve all that thing for you, right? So the business thought, I don't have to invest in technology and I become discoverable. I'll get more business. But as I said, all other kinds of problems happened, right? So now the businesses are craving to go back directly to the customer. Right? You see that happening. If you book a good high-end villa on an Airbnb or something, you'll get a call from the manager there and he'll say, sir, please, I will take care of the cancellation charge also. And here is a 5-10% discount coupon also, but please book directly.
Yeah.
Cancel it there. Same thing is happening in taxi bookings. You book a taxi, the guy calls you and says, cancel it, cancellation charge I will bear. But you pay me directly via Google Pay, I'll come, otherwise I'm cancelling. Right? Because he knows that otherwise 35-40% commission will go. Right? That's what. So now the businesses want to engage with the customer directly, but there is the customer on the other side also has moved on. He does not want the experience, of talking to you on phone and figuring out something. He wants a digital app-like experience to deal with. He doesn't mind dealing with you because he has the faith and trust in you, because he knows you, he has used your service before. But he says, I want digital this thing. So this is where Bizzo comes in, right? To solve this particular problem, where what we give to the business is a very simple tool in 3 easy steps to go online. One is download the app, register your entire business, put your PAN card and KYC and all that stuff, bank. Then you build a service catalog, whatever service you may have. If you are in accommodation, resort or a villa, then build the entire profile, availability, calendar, everything. If you are a tour operator company, operating tour packages, right? Build the package, inclusions, exclusions, how many days, what is the price per adult, price per child, everything, right? And with that, you basically go online. When you go online, your website portal is instantly launched. It becomes discoverable on Google to all the customers. Anybody searching with the keywords, it starts appearing on Google searches directly. All the customers who were earlier lookers can now book. So to convert lookers to bookers, right, is what we are emphasizing as the USP, right? So you will get booking. In order to complete the booking, the entire process flow is available, like how you make a booking on Make My Trip. You end up making the booking, also the payments digitally. Person can pay using debit card, credit card, anything, or UPI. He will receive the invoice. He'll receive the confirmation also digitally on his WhatsApp, right? You'll also receive this information simultaneously. And the entire process, which would have taken hours of negotiation up and down, exchanging Google Pay screenshots or WhatsApp conversations, everything is down to few minutes, right? Customer is delighted because he got what he wanted. You are in a benefit because you have saved time, and that extra time can be used either to promote your business, or maybe you can take some time off, right? So that's how they can go digital.
But I would feel there will be again one more challenge. Do they have to rely on other aggregators? Let's say payment gateways, there are other aggregators. Let's say hosting, domain, there are other aggregators, or it will be taken care by Bizzo only.
100% taken care of by Bizzo, right? So there is nothing that a business needs to invest even 1 rupee on technology when you come on Bizzo. Your website hosting completely taken care of by us. Payment gateway totally integrated. All offers from banks, fintechs, buy now, pay later, 3 interest-free installments and everything, right? Credit card offers, all brought in by Bizzo. Don't need to invest even 1 minute or waste 1 minute of your time on that, right? Invoicing completely digital, GST invoice, confirmation, vouchers, everything, right? All your CRM help desk is on Bizzo. Customer can raise any query, in-app query will come, you can sort them, right? Now also the Bizzo provides them CRM and campaign launcher. You have as a business thousands of customers database, right, over the years. So once you upload it on Bizzo, from here you can build campaigns, greetings, Happy Diwali, Happy New Year, right, monsoon hangama package, right, buy 2 get 1 free, and broadcast it to your list of customers, right? So this is all about marketing, telling your customers that I am available, you can see my services digitally and everything. So this is what the peace of mind that Bizzo gives. It gives you a multiplying power in terms of to grow your business, right? And once you are discoverable, now you can think of promoting yourself digitally.
Agree.
Right? You're taking the first step toward digitization.
Right.
Now you're ready to promote yourself digitally.
Okay. Now moving down to the next step, talking about promotions. Before that, let's take an example as how, what is the minimum amount that I have to invest before starting my own digital presence to Bizzo?
Digital presence with Bizzo is free, right?
Okay.
Because we have a simple philosophy. We want to democratize technology, and we don't want any friction. Right? So building this digital presence, digital catalog on Bizzo app is completely free. We have a transaction-based model where the transaction happens, we just charge you payment gateway charges and some 3 rupees flat fee as Bizzo's fee, right?
Okay.
Very simple starting point. But now, because we are aligned with the business to grow as the business grows. So our conversation with the business, with you, will be, now let's sit and grow together, right? So because your business is online, can we put some money into Google Ads?
Okay, right? Marketing comes
right?
into
Now, in order to attract traffic, can I help you with search engine optimization so that every search makes your website pop up as number one, right? If you are a little more savvy, your business is in travel, hospitality, high-end clientele is there. Clientele comes to you on Instagram, from Instagram or Facebook. Can I help you run social media ads, right? I
Fine.
will create ad copy for you. I will help you run it. Obviously, you have to invest some money, but that every businessman understands. In order to promote his business, he has to invest something so as to get the ROI later on, right? So Bizzo will offer him a complete campaign management solution, right? If you have a villa, you want to promote it, you have a resort or a hotel or a tour company, we will help you. So our promise is simple, that we will help you save nearly 100% of your commissions. That
Wow.
means more profitability. We will help you double your business by helping you promote yourself digitally, right? And we will help you build your brand digitally, right? All of this, works in tandem.
Yeah.
And of course, a business needs to understand that there is no quick fix, overnight solutions to doing something like this. If I want a six-pack ab, my trainer will tell me, come to gym every day at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
and slog it out for 2 hours. And be with me for 6 months before you will see the result.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So if I actually dream of building a six-pack ab body, then be ready for 6 months.
Okay, fine. So, where the vision lies? Yeah, any case study if you can touch, you have worked with a particular company or something and they have grown successfully. Do you have any case study, something around it?
Yeah, absolutely. So, like there was let me quote an example of a motorcycle academy in Mumbai, right? It's called BAR, right? Academy of Motorcycling is his name. He promotes, dirt biking and everything, right? So
Wow,
very
yeah.
popular with youngsters. So earlier he used to run WhatsApp groups, right? He will post
Bulk
this
messaging.
thing, right? Bulk messaging. People will call, mess. Everybody saying, when is that date available? Can I bring my bike? What do you charge? Billion person, your person, adult, child, whatever is the price and everything, right? So whole day as a businessman, you're like answering queries, WhatsApp all the time. Then you say, please send me payment screenshots. Then you're sitting with your account and statement and tallying 100 entries every day. So the same business, when they discovered Bizzo, we onboarded them completely. Now I would say doing business is a breeze for them, right? Absolutely. They just put out a link and saying upcoming events by bar, right? So this Saturday, August long weekend Saturday, right? BMW bike, dirt biking near this, or some whatever 4-stroke bike or something. Now there is a fixed capacity, right? Always in these kind of events, you will say only 50 people, first come, first serve. That all is completely managed by backend of Bizzo, right? You just counter, basically put that counter in your app, 50 tickets only.
Okay.
Right? And that's it. Whatever coupon discount you want to give, you can create in Bizzo, right? Now your booking portal is totally ready. So nobody now needs to call you up and everything. You have pasted that profile in your WhatsApp for business. You are searchable, everything. So you just announce that my next event is coming next Saturday. First come, first serve. Limited 50 seats available. People click, book. They get their confirmation. You get your money. You are present to the site, right? So that's how their business is totally transformed. Now they are getting thousands of hits, on their website. They now understand where is the traffic coming from.
Okay.
Being in Mumbai, are people actually viewing me from Pune? Right? Then I need to promote myself in Pune.
In Pune,
right? That's
yeah.
what.
They have a complete
Earlier, you were
analytics.
operating blind, you had no idea who knows about me, right? Now you have the precise analysis through Google Analytics. Where is the traffic and business coming from?
Okay, so is this project have already launched or is it in process currently?
No, it's already launched. The pilots are launched. Something in Madhya Pradesh, I think Bhopal, Coimbatore, Lucknow. Yeah, it's all over. You will hear Prime Minister Modi talking about ONDC now. It's already talked. Yeah.
And now talking about this digital landscape, so do you consider Bizzo can create this level of ecosystem around it? Let's take an example of travel and tourism industry. If Bizzo can create that ecosystem simultaneously with the help of government, is that lying somewhere around your vision?
So we are working on from two sides, right? One is, as I said earlier in my entire podcast, we are educating the small businesses, and our current focus is travel, hospitality, tourism and everything to go digital, right? Now, on the other side, we are also approaching the government, right? And what we are telling the government is, every government wants to promote digital tourism, right? They have huge budgets for it also. They build fantastic websites. They create campaigns which are very successful campaigns. Like if you take Madhya Pradesh, they created such an amazing campaign, Hindustan Ka Dil Dekho, right? The center of India, the heart of India. Amazing campaign, right? Very well done. It creates tremendous excitement, right, amongst the population, right? People, those who see it from outside, they want to visit Madhya Pradesh. They will naturally come to your website because you promoted it. Now they will see the website, they will say, let's explore some themes. Those interested into adventure will look for adventure, something in wildlife, somebody for heritage. Now, let's say he will hit something for adventure. He wants to go to a wildlife sanctuary. Over there, he will say, let me look for a location to stay and let me look for a safari. He will. This is where the process breaks down, right?
Yeah.
Because you've taken the customer till that point. Now there is no choice available because there is no list of properties there. The safari is just listed there. It's not bookable digitally, right? Because the other party is not ready to take a digital booking. The customer experience completely breaks down and then you lose him. Obviously, he will go to a Go Ibibo or a Make My Trip or something and he will complete. But the government's effort of, creating excitement, campaign, bringing the customers to your website and all is all gone because you're not. So what we did is something very unique for the first time in India. We went to the city of Mahabaleshwar, which is a few hundred kilometers from Mumbai, one of the best hill stations near Mumbai. Over there, we onboarded every possible service because that city lives on tourism, right? Completely. Every service that you can think of, theme parks, boating club, taxi companies, tour operators, sightseeing, hotels, villa, resorts, farm stay, homestay, everything, right? That you can think of. Now, what we did is unique. We brought the entire service on a single QR, right?
Okay.
So, one city, one QR, it's all here. That's our punchline, right? So when a customer sees gomahabaleshwar.com somewhere, he tends to type, he or she will see every service listed out there, right? Or you come across this QR, you scan, you will see. Now what is different here? On this gomahabaleshwar.com, first and foremost, every service is visible. Without any discrimination, anybody who's on Bizzo gets to list here. What is more special is there is no listing fees, right? So we are not a Just Dial or anything trying to sell listing plans, okay? We are not an aggregator trying to take commissions from you. So there is no commission, there is no listing fees, there is no discrimination. Everybody gets to list. Who gets to see first? Those who have more Google reviews, because those are independent reviews, get to feature on the top and the rest below. So we are educating the businesses over there, collect Google reviews, like how every driver after getting out says, sir, please 5 star de dena. Ask your customer to rate you 5 star, right? The more 5 stars you collect, the better it is for you to appear. Yeah. So with that initiative, we were joined by the local administration, the resort association, farm stay association, taxi association, everybody joined because it is promoting the ecosystem digitally, right? And it is a win-win for everyone. Right? It's not trying to promote one business against the other business, right? Or trying to extract a commission or pound of flesh for listing it. So that initiative has been very successful. We have generated 1.25 crore worth of bookings for the local businesses there in the last 2 months, and it is growing. So I think this model, we want to take it to various other states also, so that they can focus on destinations, they can focus on new themes, and more importantly, they can bring the smallest of the businesses into the digital fold. Right?
Amazing. That's it from my end, sir. Anything else at the end of the podcast you wanted to portray to the audience that will going to help us out in creating an everlasting impact in online world?
So look, I would want to reach out to all the businesses out there. You may be small in turnover, but you are not really small as a business. Important part is you are the backbone of the Indian economy. How post-COVID India recovered so fast was because of the resilience of the small businesses, right? That's what. So now what we have learned from COVID is that having digital reach helps, right? Those who had digital reach benefited tremendously during COVID. So option to not go digital is not there now anymore. Everybody must think in terms of how to go digital. Either you can, or there is no harm in reaching out to somebody and saying, help me, right? And this thing. Next is the mindset that if you go digital, next day some miracle will happen. No, absolutely not. No miracle will happen. And directly your business will not double. You have to work hard towards, making your digital presence more powerful. As you promote your shop or your business, you have to promote your digital storefront also, right? Completely. But one thing is clear. The hard work which is done over the next 3 to 6 months when you will go digital and invest is going to pay off very, very handsomely, right? Once the brand acquires a momentum, your brand is known, assuming your service is good, right? That is obviously an assumption. Then there is no looking back, because the more and more traffic will start driving it, and automatically the brand will start growing in terms of its stature, in terms of its reach, and more people will know you. So this is the mindset one should have. One should have a long-term mindset that if you are out to build a business, then you have to think long-term. You have to invest now and wait for it to show results, over the next few months.
They got to treat their online business as equivalent to their offline business.
Yeah, absolutely, exactly. You can't give it a stepmotherly treatment to say, इसको बना के रख दिया website, हो जाएगा तो हो जाएगा कुछ भी, right? Something will happen. No, nothing will happen passively, and nobody will walk up to you to do business with you, because everybody has choice. So those who are the early adapters, those who are savvy, those who want to be proactive, will definitely see very big upside. And the way government is building the ONDC ecosystem, you will see a tsunami of digital initiatives, digital demand coming in, right? And if you are ready, then you will be the winner.
Wow, thanks a lot, sir. Thank you so much. I hope the audience will get a lot of insights out of it.
Thank you.
And looking forward, if there anyone who wanted to inquire and connect, please share out with the process how they can do it.
Oh, simple. Just log on to Bizzo. Just search Bizzo on Google. BIZZO, and there you are. We have a live helpline available. You can reach out to us on phone, email, or WhatsApp chatbot is available, depending on what your business is. We can help you build your digital identity.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you.